Hey guys, it's about a little past noon on Good Friday, and I'm just out for a quick overnighter by myself here. The weather's not supposed to be too bad. It's above zero now. It's supposed to go down to about -4, I think, tonight. Stick with me and I'll show you some of the trip. So as you can see, I'm on a power line. So the plan is, there's a river, you can't see it, I'll bring you back when we do, but there's a river just about halfway up there. We're gonna hit that, go across it, and then there's a trail that's gonna go right into the woods, so we're gonna follow the stream for a little bit. Then we're gonna cut into a spot which I'd scoped out last weekend. Nice high cliffs and a bit of a river. So that's the plan for today. We'll see how it goes. Hey, so I'm back. I'm at a river. It's not the river I was gonna show you. There's a group of like probably 15 ATVers at the bridge, so I didn't really wanna take out my GoPro and film that. I'm gonna continue up a little ways this way. I've never actually been this way before. Hopefully this trail takes me the right way, and then I'm gonna cut in and do a bit of bushwhacking to get to the spot I'm trying to get to. So I'll bring you back then. So this is actually the second river that I wanted to cross, and I've got to go basically this way. So there's a bit of a lake here that the stream funnels out of, more of like a swamp. And then on the right hand side, there's a big ledge that runs all the way down across the stream, so where this all comes from. So I'm gonna try to get over there. This path goes up, I might follow it for another, I don't know, 50 meters and see if it starts to go that way. If not, I'm gonna be just cutting cross country there through the bush. So the path didn't go very far. It was started veering off the wrong direction pretty much as soon as top of that hill. So I've cut in here, and right down there you can start to see it slopes up and then narrows down over here, and it gets actually even steeper up along the side there. So that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna set up camp probably somewhere around there, and then we're gonna do a little bit more exploring. One more thing I wanted to show you guys. So all along the ground here you can see this plant. Now this is, it's kind of burgundy maroon right now. This is called wintergreen. So this is edible. Obviously don't go eating things unless you know exactly what it is, but the berries are totally edible. The leaves aren't something you really want to swallow. They're pretty what would be the word, firm? Oh, here's a good example. You see a berry right there. It's actually a wintergreen berry. And if you break off the leaf, just set you up here. The best way to be sure is just to tear off the leaf. If it swells of wintergreen, you know you've got a wintergreen berry. Sorry, so what I was saying about the leaves was you can actually break them up and chew them, and it will make your breath smell good. So it's like if you've ever got out and forgot your toothbrush or your toothpaste or something like that, you can chew on one of the leaves and it gives your mouth basically the same taste as you would get after brushing your teeth, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna try this little guy here. Honestly, not bad. That one's probably a little past what would be ideal, but no, it still tastes good. Again, it's just like, it's basically like you're eating toothpaste, honestly, which some people probably like, some people won't, but I don't mind it. So something else kind of interesting here. So you can see all these pine cone seeds here, and there's a big pile of them. And so what that actually tells us is that there was a squirrel that sat right on that stump and gnawed away at pine cones. So they always come back to the same spot to eat. Not always, but most of the time. I bet if we waited here long enough, see a squirrel perched right on that, eating away. I just spooked like 3 white-tailed deer. They were just down in there grazing. They took off that way. So I'm gonna try to be really quiet and see if we can sneak up on them again. No luck on the deer. I think either they ran too far or I was making too much noise. They actually saw me first and took off running, so I'm sure they're a kilometer away by now. But as you can see, I'm quite a bit higher now. You can keep it with me as I walk up here. So this is pretty much the highest point on in the area. I'm not going to camp right up top here. That's a little too exposed for my liking, but I'll probably camp about halfway down the hill there. You can see it's pretty steep. I'm looking for a spot that well, I'm gonna be fairly choosy, to be honest. It's probably gonna take me a minute to find one, just because I don't want to be right at the bottom, because it's open, the wind comes right through. But kind of any flat part way down the hill is liable to be kind of filled with water from everything melting and flowing down the rock here. So I gotta find a spot that's kind of high. Sorry, high as in so water will drain off it, but also obviously flat. I don't want to camp up here, although I will. It's not bad up here. It's just if some weather comes through, I don't really want to be right on the top of the cliff. Pretty cool view. Again, the river, you probably can't see it here, but it starts to narrow down here. And it gets really narrow down here, and there's a couple actually beaver dams up here that we can go across. So I'm going to make my way slowly down to that. Might stop up top actually here and just enjoy the view for a little bit and grab a sip of water and then continue on there. I had to show you this. It's pretty darn cool. Pretty cool spot. This is all crown land, so I can camp here, I can hike here. Obviously, don't do anything stupid. Don't light the forest on fire or anything like that, but it's free to wander and explore. And again, on the ATV trail, you're gonna run into people out enjoying a beautiful day. But out here, again, I'm probably, well, I started, trail is way back over there at the end of that lake. So yeah, I'm probably, well, I shouldn't say never, but probably not gonna run into anyone up here, which is nice. It's partly why I come out here and do these kinds of things. So yeah, I love it. It's turning into a pretty nice day actually. I was supposed to call for rain all weekend, but now it's a little cloudy, but it's not raining. And I think I saw it might actually be sunny tomorrow. So that'd be kind of cool if I got some sun tomorrow. But if it's rain, it's not a big deal either. I brought everything I need. I'm looking at this way because I can see quite far, and if those deer are still hanging around here, I think I'd be able to spot them, but I don't see them. So again, you'll be able to see that, but the river narrows there, so I'm slowly making my way across here, and then gonna head down and see if I can find a spot. Might actually be a good campsite down somewhere in there. I should probably drop down and check that out here in a second. I was thinking I'd camp further up because I know that spot up there. I haven't actually been down into it here before, but that actually looks like it might be semi kind of flat down there. So maybe I'll drop down over here and see if there's a spot down there. Okay, so as you can see, I've dropped down here to the river. I'm standing on a beaver dam right now. Just one funny thing I thought I'd point out. You can tell which of these ridges faces north. You see the amount of snow on this side, and then if you just switch to the other side, there's nothing. So obviously this is getting the sun, and that side behind you is an interesting way of telling your direction. So I looked along here. There was one not bad spot. I would like to camp down here though, because it kind of ends just around this bend. It's not really as nice. Not that that water is all that pretty to look at, but I'm going to show you here. It's kind of cool. If I was getting water, I mean, this is fine. You can drink it once you boil it. It's not going to hurt you, but it's probably not going to taste that good. Just right over here, we've actually got, wouldn't call it a spring, but it kind of is. You can see it flowing down. It's coming right out of the rock face there, and obviously it's coming from up there. So that's where I'd be getting my water from. Probably will be actually later today once I drink mine up. But I'm gonna explore just a little bit down here. I already kind of know the area. I don't think I want to camp down there, but from here I might as well take a look. It's still early in the day. It's only about 2 o'clock, I think. So I got probably about another hour before I'm thinking I gotta, pick somewhere to set up. So I'll bring you back when I find my spot or if I see something cool. So I ended up doing exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do, and that's set up top. So as you can see, I've got my tarp set up. Just a tarp and a bivvy. But I walked, honestly, it's probably been an hour since I last checked in. I scoured this area for a good, decent spot. I couldn't find hardly anything. There was one decent spot that was down a little bit there, but honestly, I didn't really like it. And weather looks okay, and I couldn't really resist, honestly, waking up to that kind of a view. Should be fine. I got a pretty solid setup here. It took me about Probably way too long, a half hour to get this thing. It's anchored out to all these giant heavy rocks and then tied off. See below here. So that's just where I was sitting, but I just got a bivy bag, sleeping bag, some of my clothes and stuff at the top, tarp bag, all the bags from my sleeping bag and sleeping pad and that kind of thing. I've got the fire pit there, so I'm just gonna have a small fire tonight. I don't have to cook that much stuff, and actually I brought a little twig stove so I could use that if I really wanted to, but it's nice to have a bit of a fire, and it's on the rock, so it's not gonna hurt anything, it's not gonna burn anything down. So I think I'm gonna gather some firewood, yeah, and then pretty much settle in for the night. The only problem with being up here is water is really far away. I've got to go down either all the way down there, or there's kind of a spring that runs down off the top quite a bit that way. So I'm gonna drink all the water in my canteen, then I'm gonna walk all the way over there, fill it up again, walk back, and then boil it tonight so that I'll have a fresh canteen for tomorrow. So that's pretty much the plan for tonight. Firewood. Well, the sun's actually out, which is nice. I bet it's about 5:30 maybe. It'd be close to 6. Pretty much all set up. I got lucky, there was a nice oak that had fallen, so those are just kind of the knotty pieces that I'm just going to throw on at the end of the night. They'll burn for a while. I've got some split wood, some smaller stuff, and then I've got some twigs set up for, I've got a small twig stove, so I'm just going to boil some water tomorrow morning. I've just got oatmeal, so I don't have to start the fire going again. I can just do a small thing like that. Yeah. Other than that, just hanging out. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little while to start the fire. It's not cold out. Honestly it's pretty warm right now. I saw a mosquito, so that should tell you how warm it is. So I'm gonna wait. I don't know, probably till 7:30, just to start the fire, so I can have it burning for an hour or two when I go to bed. So really nice view. I don't know if you can see this, but. Having a good time. So I think it's time to start the fire. You can see the sun is almost down. It's starting to get significantly colder than it was before. I think before I left it said it was supposed to get down to -4 tonight, I think. I should be okay. I've got a good sleeping bag and some warm clothes, but I guess we'll see. Time to get the fire going. Gonna light, no problem. And then we can start adding some of the bigger stuff. Again, fire lighting's pretty easy when you got birch bark, and I've got lots of it out here. You guys, I'm not sure if you can see me very well or not. The fire's still going. Just put kind of the last logs on for a bit. Yeah, and it's bedtime. So I'll see you guys in the morning.
I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick that up or not. I didn't know that it was a full moon when I came out here. So that was a nice surprise. Super bright out. Again, I bet the camera can't pick it out, but I barely need a headlamp. Alright, I'm gonna get back to bed for a couple more hours and then see you for a sunrise in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. It's about 7 o'clock. I slept okay. Honestly, it was cold. You can see my bivy bag's no longer on. It's actually right there. So I woke up and there's a bunch of dew and condensation formed inside of my bivy bag, which is obviously not good. Sorry, you can't see me pointing. I've got a down sleeping bag, so you don't want to get that wet. So I stripped the bivy bag off and just slept with my sleeping bag, which is fine, except it's been fairly windy this morning, to be honest, which is why you don't camp on the top of a hill
which is again why I originally wasn't going to do this. But anyways, it wasn't too bad. I've been yeah, kind of snoozing for the last little bit. It's about 7 o'clock right now. The sun's just coming up. I was hoping for a nice warm sunrise, but it's pretty overcast again today, so I don't think I'm going to get much of that. But I think I'm going to be lazy here for the next little bit and just watch the sun come up if I can see it through the clouds here, and then go grab my food bag. I hung it a ways away and make some breakfast again. I just got a twig stove here, so I'm not gonna have to start up the fire again. It's obviously out, so I'll do that. Just boil some water, have some oatmeal, and then pack up and head out of here. I'm not gonna take my time this morning. It's freaking cold, like I said, on my hands, so I'm just gonna use a lighter, not the ferrocerium rod. So my GoPro battery died. I'm just using my phone for a bit now, but just got some water on. Sorry for the hand in the face. Just got some water on, and like I said, I'm gonna make my oatmeal and then I'm gonna hike out of here. So, all right, so I'm all packed up. You see my bag right there with all my stuff in it, and the campsite all cleaned up. Removed the fire pit, scattered the ashes. Obviously, the fire was out. Again, I try to leave practice kind of no trace camping, so I don't like to go someplace and find garbage or fire pits or burned wood or all that stuff everywhere. So I try to clean it up after myself and hope that everyone else will do the same. But we're getting some sun this morning. It's a nice day. Well, if the sun comes out. It's still chilly. It's windy again because I'm on top of this friggin' mountain area here. But anyways, this will be probably the last you see from me. I'm just gonna pack up my stuff and walk on out of here. So thanks for coming along. See you guys.